And in terms of EV mandates, they need to be gone first thing in January. And we're going to make certain that we tell California, you don't get to dictate to the whole country what our emission standards are. We're going to dictate that at the federal level, and we're going to allow consumers to pick the kind of car they want.
Boom. Yeah, guys. Yeah. If you didn't hear that, yeah. The things that are about to happen to carb and cafe standards, and I know what you're saying, oh, you can't do EPA. EPA is gone. They're gone. In NHTSA, they're going to put somebody in charge over at NHTSA. All of this emission BS, bye-bye. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And listen, this is good news if you're a car person. If you're a tree-hugging, probably isn't a good video for you. I am not one of those people that am a super environmentalist. Am I for clean water and not dumping nuclear waste in places? Of course. Common sense should be used here. But one of the things that drives me absolutely nuts when people go, oh, carbon this, carbon that, carbon this. Do you know, and I want you to Google this for you mass environmental idiots, that 2023, 2022, 2023 were the greenest times on the planet in recorded history. What does that mean? Well, geniuses, I don't know if you knew this or not, but plants, and just saying one of my minors, one of the things that I took in college was horticulture. No, I don't grow weed, but I was intrigued by all the interesting things like photosynthesis and but one of the things that plants love is carbon dioxide. They thrive off of that. And what do? Oh, that's right. They give off oxygen. Wow. What a novel idea. The planet has had its greenest levels in recorded history because, yeah, there's a lot of carbon out there. But there's a lot of scientists that like to say, oh, there's so much carbon that it's causing the temperatures and stuff to rise. Listen, in the 70s, they were saying we were going to have an ice age, right? They keep moving the goalpost. In 2012, it was supposed to be the end of the world. In 2020, I think they just had to bust down a landmark somewhere about what was going to happen with climate change. Now I know you're going to say, well, TK, what about Martha's Vineyard and the people? Sorry if my little, let me put my Boston on for you. Sorry if my little heart is not crying and bleeding for those from Martha's Vineyard. Sorry. But as we're seeing, cafe standards are going bye-bye. The EPA, you want to know how you know that people at the EPA know that she's going to be a wrap? Today, talk to a buddy of mine who works in a different government agency. I'll just say that. And multiple EPA agents are already trying to interdepartmental, they're trying to transfer to different agencies in the government. Why is that, you might ask? Because they know the jig is up. It's over. That's not even including in the event that the newly elected president does put Elon Musk in any kind of position where he can determine how much government can be cut. Because that dude, you better hope to God he don't get a cabinet position. That dude's going to be like, F this, F this, F this, F this. And you're going to have a ton of government employees going, well, what do we do now? Be a contractor like me. That's what you do. Now you get to compete in the market like the rest of us. I'm kidding, okay. But I'm excited about this news because one of the other things that was said outside of what Moreno just said, who's newly elected in Ohio, right? One of the exciting things that is coming out of this is other people are already talking about getting rid of stuff with diesel, like diesel exhaust fluid. What? Wait a minute, you mean I can have a diesel truck that the emission system is not going to destroy the engine? What? Does that mean we could get diesel cars that won't destroy the engine? I have a feeling that we could have a renaissance in the automotive industry unlike that has ever been seen. I mean, insane. So much so that, some of my sources, not at Stellantis, but at Ford, people are giving each other high fives in the R&D department. From the top, they're already telling them, because remember the CEO at Ford said, we're going to stop building boring cars and we're going to start building iconic cars? Yeah. Probably iconic cars with a big mother effing V8 in it. Yes. I thought this was cool. I saw this thing with his victory speech for Moreno. I believe that's how you say his name. In Ohio. And congrats to him. But I'm glad that we're getting people into government that have common friggin' sense. And for those that don't, like Ford has some common sense. It's why they're pushing the commercials of whatever you want to power yourself. And here's the thing. They're not saying, oh, we're going to kill EVs. What they're saying is, if you want an EV, you could buy one. If companies want to make them, you could buy one. But we're not going to force companies to make EVs. Elon's going to do that. Tesla is going to be here. Go buy a Tesla. GM, I'm sure, Barra and their entire team over there, those retards over at GM, they're going to keep making EVs. Silverados that everyone that's bought one is pissed because the range is absolutely dog. Go buy one of those. But what you're not going to do is you're not, with the people that are coming in now, and I could see this going for probably 12 years. Over the next, and I know that's probably, very overconfident of myself. I don't want to say arrogant, but for the next possibly 12 years, all that emissions, bye. We'll catch you on the next one. Time to build cars and trucks that Americans want. And without all these expensive, dumb emission systems on them, guess what happens? Guess what happens to the price of those cars? They go down. Wow. How many EVs do you think you're going to get sold when that $7,500 tax credit goes? Bye. How many? I'm going to tell you, unless you're a Tesla fan, none. Zero. And this is why I know other companies like Stellantis are shelves right now. They already know that they got screwed on the Hornet, and they know that they waited too long to get the Charger out. And they know that by 3-4 months from now, there may not be any EV credit for you to buy a new Dodge Charger. So why would you buy one of those? They just added $7,500 to the price of the vehicle. What is the benefit? It is another reason why Stellantis is panicking right now. And I talked about this in an earlier video. I think before January, and that's why they have all these layoffs happening right before the new administration comes in, I think we see Stellantis try to put a package together, and either they're going to split Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram off into their own thing, or they're going to sell it. Because they know now they're effed. Nobody is going to want to buy what they have. When the standards go bye-bye, and Ford and GM can start cranking out V8 muscle cars and trucks like this, you think someone's coming to Dodge to buy some inline six? Sorry. I can go get a Cummins in a 3500 Ram with no EGR valve or no DEF on it? Yeah. No, it's literally over for that. And the fact that every one of these people that are getting elected is talking about it. And here's the thing. It's on both sides. It's not just on the Republican side. There's Democrats talking about, yeah, these EV standards, the emission standards are too ridiculous. I thought this was interesting. I'm excited because I see the changes coming and the automakers are already responding. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like what we do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I just got done doing SEMA Day 2. There'll be some content. I got to edit all that stuff, guys. I will get a video up for you guys here. And until next time, thank you guys very much for watching. And stay petty, my friends.